Hi there, Scottish Mudlarking with Nicole and Craig. Today we've come along to Envy Bay to see what wee treasures we can find here under a winter sun. And as it's the 25th of November, keep an eye out for a wee sneaky sale that we might be having as well. Let's get on with it, see if we can find some treasures. Well, that's quite promising. We've only just arrived. Oh, it zoomed in quite a bit there. So we've only just arrived and I found this really lovely wee baby blue piece. Really nice size as well, and it's beautifully frosted. And anybody who's been watching this channel for a while will know how much I love a bottleneck. And that's a wee bit of bottleneck. So we're definitely having that. Great find. Hopefully this is the start to a great day.
So we've just arrived, met a wee friend for a quick chat, and now there we are. There's the first find, my first find, and it's a bit of blue. Here we go. That's a really nice shade of blue. It looks like the kind of blue that a milk of magnesia bottle would have had. It's relatively kind of leaf shaped, relatively thin, a little bit curved. That's nice. We'll take that and see what else we can find. I'm holding out for a marble, but you know, who knows?
Well, hard to believe that it's late November, but today we have a gorgeous, gorgeous winter sun. Of course, we filmed this a wee bit earlier than November, but not much. As Nicole reminded me though, it is very chilly. It's only 13 degrees here today, but we've come down to Envy Bay on a winter sunny day to see if we can find some sea glass treasures. Now from a distance the light hit that and it looked just like a piece of amberina, but of course we get close up to it and it's not amberina at all. It's brown glass. I'll tell you, I think I'm going to be getting hit by the wind here, but you know, the nice thing is that that little piece of brown glass caught our eye and it showed us where this was. Oh. And that's a really lovely wee piece of, I think... spongeware. It looks like spongeware, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll turn it around. It looks a little bit like it's got a bird on it. Well, at least to me it looks like a bird. Maybe that way around, maybe the other way around. Oh,
nothing there. Other way around. Oh yeah, you think of that, like a wing and a wee pair of legs there. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Now this area here is packed with glass. Some of it more usable than others. I hope my stomping around isn't getting in the way of the sound too much. This is a really beautiful wee piece though. It's very long and I think again a bit of bottleneck. Oh no, it's not, it's a bit of bottle bottom. You can maybe see the crease in there where the bottle bottom was. I'm not sure if that's the bottom or the side, or I think that might be the bottom there. I'm going to throw this up here a wee bit because there's another piece just up there. You can see that. I've actually thrown that piece on top of it. And there may be, now let's see, there may be the tiniest piece of orange sea glass I think we've ever found. But that is the other piece and it looks a little bit like a bottleneck as well. That's really nice. These are both really nice pieces. Now that, can you see it? It's tiny, but it looks to me like it's bright orange glass, so we're going to have to take that. Now when I get it out I might find it's an agate, but we'll just have to see.
Oh, this is going to be difficult. Can you see it? I'll give you a hint. It's blue, it's light blue, and it's next to the white shell. Is that helpful? There we go. It's right there. It's a little drop-shaped piece of blue. Quite nicely shaped. Ah, and the sun's coming out to help show this lovely, lovely colour. Another light blue. I think I've got my eye out for blues today. Ah, there we shall. That is just the epitome of a seashell, isn't it? Really nice with the seaweed. Lovely picture just on its own. that's a rather unusual piece of pottery. It is glazed blue. It looks like it's a bit of flow pottery, and that basically means that all the blue colours were just kind of left to flow into one another. But it is a brown clay, and that is the unusual bit. So this looks like it might have been part of a pot with a lid. Place for a lid here. Little bit chunky, not as smooth for a piece of jewellery, so I'm going to leave that here. But it's a really interesting piece.
So I've just caught up with Nicole, and as you remember, I found this this tiny piece of orange. Now what I want to know is, yeah, it's tiny. Hand, let me see, there we go.
Can I see it?
Now, can you see it? It is very small. The question is, can you see it?
Yeah.
Now, is that an agate, or is that a wee piece of glass, you reckon?
Yeah, it's an agate or a carnelian. It's when you look up close, it's not like glass. It's more, well, it's kind of less see-through, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so I'm going to take that as, that's a lovely wee piece of amber in a sea glass. That's what I'm taking away from this. Okay, it's a nice wee agate.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting. Now I saw a big section of one of these things just a minute ago. If you can see, it's that piece here. So there was quite a large section of one of these old dripping jars or jam pots just along the beach. And you know, useless for us for making anything with. But this might be perfect. It's nice square shape. It's got really obvious lines. Well, it's not quite square shaped. It's got a little end on it. But I don't know. I mean, if we want it to be square shaped, we can do that now. We have the grinder. But that's quite cool. It's been the bottom of a dripping jar or jam jar. But I'm going to take that because I think that's a really nice wee section. And we might just be able to do a unique wee piece of jewellery with that. It's very cool. Well, we're not long here. And aside from that lovely wee blue bit that I found when we just arrived, these are the pieces that I've found. I reckon we could make something nice using that dripping jar bit. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, I've never tried to shape any of the pottery from the beach, so yeah, that's certainly something I could try and do. It's got some really nice ridges, and it's got already a nice shape to it, so...
Yeah, it's almost a pendant itself already.
Yeah, it certainly is. And then there's a bit of what looks like a longish bottleneck, or maybe the side of a sauce bottle.
It's the bottom of a bottle.
Oh, is it?
If I'm just going to turn this so that you can see, but you can see that crease in there. I think that's it's too sharp an angle there to be a bottleneck, so I reckon because of that.
Yeah,
it's the bottle bottom.
Okay, a bottom. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of wee bits of seafoam.
Yeah.
All good.
Always nice. So here's what I found so far. A couple of bits of blue and a really interesting piece of pottery.
Well, that's the sun come out for your finds. It managed to hide away for the wee finds that I'd made. Aww. And you know, I think deservedly so. A nice couple of wee bits of blue there.
Yeah, the blue is really nice. This piece I just really wanted to show you up close because it's an unusual pottery piece. It looks like it's a flow pottery piece, but it's unusual because it's brown on the other side. So
okie dokes.
That's nice. I'm going to take these two and leave that here.
Okie dokes then. Let's do that. It's usually nice to have a wee look in amongst these rocks here as well. So often things get trapped. You can see a really big bit of shiny green glass. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. A few other things in here. I'm sure there is. Usually at least something nice caught up in here. Lots of shells, lots of little pebbles. But can we find a wee treasure? Ah! Now the question, can you see it? It's really quite shiny actually, and I'm wondering how old this is. It's a really beautiful wee piece of transferware. It looks like transferware to me. This, how gorgeous is that? Lovely wee size, looks like the very edge of a plate. Try and put it down somewhere so you can have a look at it. Now the really cute thing about this, I know what Nicole's going to say, it has a heart. And it does look like a heart. I suspect it's probably a tulip. But nonetheless, we can see beauty and we can see love and we can see hearts and all sorts of shapes. And that looks like a heart to me. Don't know what the rest of the design would have been. That's a nice wee find.
Okay, let's have a look and see what we can find at the gravel end here. There's a lot of gravel here today, but around this area, this is sort of where the sand starts, and then there's the gravel. But there's usually lots of things in this little line there, and of course by the water. But I've just spotted something, and it looks like it's an amazing piece of pottery. Look, it's a lovely piece of spongeware right here. Lovely. It looks like it's got a seaweed pattern, and the sea has been very kindly making it into a shape just perfect for a pendant. Really nice statement pendant. I can already see. I think I'm going to put a mermaid tail pendant bail on that one. Nothing on the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can see that already. Well, this is quite an unusual looking piece of glass. It looks green, but I know from experience and from having been here before that this is a clear piece of glass. Once it's clean, lots of algae in this one. But you see all these lines here. Now that is really, really unusual. It's a big chunky piece. Might take that just because it has all these lines, and we don't usually find these. Or we don't usually find this type of glass, so yeah, that's going to need a good scrubbing. And well, I'm going to go see what Craig's found.
Now what's that? That's quite an interesting and intriguing wee thing there. Can you see it? It's tiny. I think it's a bead.
A bead! A bead! Craig just said a bead!
Yeah, now I'm going to leave that there for just a second, because the word bead is a bit like a call to Nicole.
I'm running, I'm running. I'm coming for the bead.
If you've ever seen a Batman movie or something like that, you'll see the bat signal. And when the bat signal goes up, Batman comes rushing in. Now, when Nicole hears the word bead, it has a similar effect.
You found a bead?
I think so.
Let me see it, let me see it.
Well, let's see if you can find it.
Okay.
Oh well, everybody gets the same fair fighting chance here. You've seen it up close. Nicole hasn't seen it up close. Now, can Nicole find it? And, well, can you?
I can see it, yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of blue, isn't it?
It is. It's
Now,
like
for anybody who's watching this, there's your big hint. It's kind of blue. Well, you've seen it before.
Okay. Oh right. Okay. So it's a double hold bead.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would have been like almost like a connector bead. Is it just blue?
I don't know. Let's take it out. We'll have a wee close look at it. There we go. It's kind of hard to get a closer look at it because, well, it's really small. Also, I hope, as much as it's a beautiful sound, as you can see, the waves are coming in there behind us.
Yeah.
And, well, hopefully you can hear Nicole. So what do you make of that then?
Oh, that's an amazing bead. It's like malachite glass. So it's got two different kinds of glass. It's a clear glass or white glass and blue glass. There's I can see there's a seam, so it's probably checkmate 1920s, 1930s. Most beads that we find actually are. And then it has these two holes, so it's a really awesome bead. It looks like water and waves.
You know, I did not take that for being a glass bead. I would have, I could have sworn that was ceramic. So, oh, do you know what? The wind is blowing this camera around mad. It's tough conditions, folks. Don't let the sun fool you. It's windy. It's windy and it's chilly. I did not take that for being a glass bead.
Yeah.
So that's a really awesome find.
It is, it is.
Well, the tide's well on its way in, so in a minute or two I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back up along towards where the car is to catch up with Nicole. But just for a minute, I just want to sit down here and watch these waves coming in with the tide.
That's glass. That's an interesting shape. You see it? It looks like bricks. I'll turn it around. That's really strange. It's thicker here, and then it gets a little bit thinner, and then here. I'll hold it against the light, or I'll try. Okay, I hope you can see that. That's a really interesting texture, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before in about 10 years of beachcombing, or maybe 12 now.
Now I just saw something here, and I can't see it again. Now the thing that I saw, being very big, is what I thought I'd seen when I found that bead. Ah, there it is. To get closer to the ground to see these things. I'm sorry, I was slightly distracted by this wee bit of bottleneck. I'm going to take that anyway because that's really lovely. It's a very, very nice. Let's put it down here. You can maybe see the thread in there. That's a really nice wee bit of a bottleneck there. So definitely taking that. Now, when I found that bead a wee bit earlier on, this is what I thought I'd found. Just a tiny little shard of pottery. I had no idea that it was a bead, and I had no idea it was glass. You know, not until Nicole was able to take a close look at it there. Don't think we'll be able to do anything with that, but I'm going to take it along anyway, and I'll certainly be taking that. Now, just nearby here, there's another piece of pottery that I just spotted, and I wonder, am I now in the pottery zone? Oh, that's good. That's really nice. Now, I haven't shown Nicole that wee piece of blue that I found earlier that I think may not be for us after all. Do you know what? I think I'm in a butter zone here. I'm going to put my bag down because I've just seen something else as well. Now that's a lovely wee bit of blue. And there's no shatter lines on there at all, so I don't know, we might be able to do something with that. It's really nice, very pretty wee piece of blue glass there. Now just ahead of that, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it actually. It's really tucked underneath stone. Hopefully you can see it because of the unnatural colour. It's this. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now, that is very different to what I thought it was going to be as well. I thought that was a piece of milk glass. But I think it's a piece of flash glass. It looks like there are two layers there. I'm going to have to put that on something a little bit darker, I reckon. Or out of the sunlight. Let's put that out of the sunlight so we can get a close look at it. Easy enough today. I just turn my back on the sun. And there we go. All of a sudden, we have perfect lighting conditions. I'm not sure what to make of that actually. I'm not sure if that's two layers of glass. No, I still don't know if that's two layers of glass or if it's one piece of glass with most of the colour kind of washed out of it. Very strange. Still, definitely taking that. That's a very unusual piece. Really nice wee bit. Now, as I say, there's another wee piece of ceramic down here. It's quite pretty. Looks to me like transfer wear. And it's a pretty good shape as well. Nice wee bit of design on there. The design's not as clear or as obvious as that wee heart piece. I'll still to show to Nicole. There we go. That's lovely. Now let's get along and see how Nicole's been doing.
Okay, this might be a little difficult. Can you see it? It is pirate glass, and it's always good to sort of train your eyes to pick pieces up that maybe look like a pebble. This piece here is a bottle bottom from a very old beer bottle. Look, it says it's a smile. It's a smile. It's really thick, and yeah, it's called pirate glass because it kind of looks like black, but it's actually green or brown. And we did a video on this a long time ago. Well, probably over a year ago now. We put a link in the description. Let's see if we can see the sun shining through. So that's your pirate glass. So here I am in the little street area, and I thought, oh, there's a bit of plastic there, let's pick that up. And turns out it's not plastic. Can you see it right there? What is it? Oh, you know what it is? Oh, that's a heartbreaker. It's the very inside of a cat's eye marble. So I can only tell that when you look at this like this, that it's a partial round still there. And because I know what cracked marbles look like, because I've tried to drill cat's eye marbles and they really don't drill well. So okay, that's a heartbreaker. I found a marble, I found a marble. There's another bit of blue. And I've actually just heard Craig say, there we go, lovely. So I'm going to go see what that is he's found. I found a piece of blue. I wonder if that matches the other piece of blue that I found. Kind of shape-wise, I think they're similar. Could be a pair of earrings. So how do you say lovely? So what is it that is lovely?
It's that.
Oh.
Well, there you go. That's a few of the nice wee bits and bobs that I've been finding. I eventually found a nice wee bit of blue. It's better than the bit that... oh, hang on, it's not there. Right, so I found another couple of wee things. There's that bit. I know I'm making a lot of shade here. And there's that bit. Now, I predict that you're going to like that wee bit of pottery. Can you see why? Oh, do you know what? I don't think it's the right way up for you to see it yet. What if I do that?
Oh, has it got heart on it?
It's a lovely wee heart.
Oh, and you found an opalescent heart as well. Did you see that?
Now that I thought was milk glass when I first saw it. And then, you know, the more I looked at it, the more I was convinced I wasn't sure what it was. So there we go, folks. It's opalescent glass.
Yeah, it's opalescent glass, and it's a heart shape. And then you found that other piece with a heart on it, the heart of the sea.
Yeah, you know what, and if you put that wee bead up there, I think we can just head back to the car and declare me the winner of the day. What do you think?
No, I think we've got a wee bit of time that I can do a star find, or I can find a star find.
Okay, the clock's counting down, folks. Well, today's Black Friday, and so we've decided that we're going to have a flash winter sale. So grab a wee bargain in the Etsy shop until the end of the weekend. There's going to be an announcement somewhere here saying exactly what dates it is.
Oh, I can see something really nice. Can you see it? It's not the very bright green piece of sea glass. It's a lovely agate, and it's really glowing in the winter sun. Can you see it's right there? Oh, that's really chunky agate. You can see there's layers on this. This one's much more orange. Then there's a kind of distinct line. Oh, that is nice. Yeah. I'm taking that home. You imagined, you guessed I was going to say that. Agates, just a couple of agates we can take.
Now, I just saw something really quite odd down here, and for the life of me, I can't see it again. Gonna have to get down close here and have a wee look. I'll tell you what we're looking for. Yeah. We're looking for a piece of glass, quelle surprise, and it's very small, and it's like a little cylinder or something.
Okay.
Now, why didn't I just go and pick it up when I saw it? Because I was trying to get out of the shade to make it look like a nice shot. Anyway, I'm going to turn back around and we'll see. See, there's me back in the shade now. Wind blowing. Oh, there it is. It's not a tube at all.
Ah.
It's not. It might be bonfire glass. It's just in here.
All right. Yeah, it's really tiny.
I know. What a waste of time that was, eh? There it is. Nice wee bit of glass. It's not a tube, it's not a cylinder, it's not even a bit of bonfire glass. It's just a wee shard. But it's quite a pretty shard, and since it's taken so long to film it, I'll be having that. I've come up here because you might remember quite a while ago when we were here, Nicole pointed out that there are certain lines that you can look at and follow. And here's one of them here. So you can see maybe that wee line is seaweed. In fact, it's not seaweed, it's leaves. Now, things have been heaped up in this area, not just the leaves, and you can maybe even see that there's a slight incline, there's a slight hill there where that stuff's been piled. You can probably see Nicole there as well, searching over and filming stuff in the background. Now, lines like these usually have quite a collection of things around them. So I'm going to walk along this line and see if there's anything cool here to be found. And then I reckon it's time to have a look at what Nicole's found as a wee roundup, and then I think we'll get back off to the car. So fingers crossed, maybe we'll beat that bead here. Now, there's something very unusual, and I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it's glass, but it also looks brown on one side as well. It's this thing here. Oh ho ho! That is so cool! That is awesome! That's beautiful! It's ocean waves. I have no idea what that was. It's glass. It's obviously two different types of glass. You can see that there's brown glass on the back here, and that this blue glass has been added to the front. I think it's been added to the front. Not sure what techniques would have been used to do that, but that's a really special find. So, I'm sorry, I'm just picking up junk as well whilst I'm here. I'm going to get rid of that. This has got to be one of the best finds of the day. I'm on a roll, folks. Let's hope we can find some more stuff on this wee line. Is it green? Is it aquamarine? Does it matter? I'm not sure. I don't think it's green. It's far too bluey to be green. Here's Nicole. What do you reckon?
It's aqua.
It's aqua, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a nice wee bit as well. There's a nice wee bubble in there, I see.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good colour, good shape,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's that rough. So we'll take that along. I think we're going to head back to the car just now.
Yeah, it's starting to get a wee bit cold,
It's getting a wee bit cold. There a wee birdie there as well. How
Aw.
lovely is that? A wee birdie and a wee bit aquamarine. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I've found the best find of the day. Do you want to see it?
Absolutely, yeah, show me, show me.
Okay, let's get along to the wall. We'll have a look at your best finds and I'll show you what is the best find of the day. Now, you'll have heard this before. We were heading back to the car. We really were though, honestly, I promise. You can hear the waves splashing at the shore here. And we're getting a wee bit chased off the shore. Not quite so bad as we've been before. I don't think there's any chance of us getting locked in. Anyway, to cut a short story long, there we were, heading back to the car, and the sun just pops out from behind a cloud and lights this wee gem up.
Oh.
What a wee beauty.
Yeah, that looks like it's a bit of a poison bottle maybe. Given the colour, cobalt blue.
It's a lovely piece of cobalt blue sea glass.
Yeah.
We're going to hoink that. Now, I said this at the very beginning today. Well, nearly the beginning, I guess. It's not quantity, folks. It's quality. And I think what we can see here are some really quality pieces. Some really lovely sea glass, beautiful pieces of pottery, and we can't forget the special little bead.
Yeah.
How gorgeous is that wee bead?
That really is lovely, yeah. That's going to make a really nice necklace.
Well, I'm going to say what my favourite finds are right off the bat.
Okay.
That bead.
Yeah.
There we go. That bead and this piece as well. I think because, to me, you know, here we are by the sea, and it means such a lot to us. To be by the sea and to find these beautiful little things. And that, it's the waves, it's the land, it really is a beautiful piece.
It's a really amazing piece, yeah. I'm a bit jealous that I didn't find that, but you know, I get to make jewellery with it. So.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of yours, right?
Yeah.
Now, what are your favourite finds and what have you been finding today?
Well, I've been finding a couple of really lovely bits. I'll point them out. So this bit here, this lovely piece of pottery, that's probably my favourite piece of pottery from today. Really nice sponge-ware. Well, that bead, that is my favourite find as well. Then the heart of the sea that you found. And you're never going to guess, I found a marble.
You did?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, okay. There's an interesting take on marbles for you folk.
Yeah. It's a fraction of a cat's eye marble.
That's really cool though.
Yeah.
It's not often that we get to see the inside of these things, is it?
No, not unless I drill one and it breaks, which does happen. So.
Yeah, but that's filled with disappointment, whereas this is filled with good fortune.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a marble then. I really love these heart pieces, and yeah, that is amazing. It might even be UV.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Not all UV glass is green, so you know.
Well, let's see if we can remember, and we seldom do. We'll take a photograph of that under UV light and we'll see what it is.
Yeah, if it is UV. So yeah, these are really lovely pieces, and the next time you see them, they'll be amazing jewellery in our Etsy shop.
For that Black Friday weekend.
Yeah, 10% off every piece of jewellery.
Okay, let's scoop it all up and we'll get back off to the car. We've had a fantastic day today here. It's been absolutely beautiful with the winter sun warming our backs as we search for treasures in Envy Bay. And we found some really great wee finds as well. So it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting on the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do take a second to subscribe to the channel. It really does help us. Also a massive thanks to everyone who's helping to support this channel through Etsy and through Ko-fi. As I say, that's what keeps the lights on, what keeps the wheels turning. Thank you so much for that. We'll see you next time.